That he wanted to play with conviction. This is conviction. Trusting his guy, Jalen Waddle. It's a one-on-one play with the rookie, Harrison. He puts that ball up there.
In the vision, showing up Devontae on this crossing route on Green. Open by 3 or 4 yards. I thought he'd reach it out, but...
This is the matchup you want to go after. McCollum, he's actually a really good corner. He gets a lot of...
The guys that can do... Oh, it's just nasty, right?
Right. Absolute strike down the field to his future Hall of Fame receiver.
And it's the big bodies, the physicality. Trade rumor mill, and he is still a Seahawk and comes up with the starting role today because of the injuries in the secondary.
It can affect your accuracy. This time, this pass rush that already has 5 sacks on the night, not able to get there.
1-0 Tampa.
It looked like a slip on the part of Gonzalez. And the Bucs hit the big play to get down to the 37 of the Patriots.
Get that ball out. This is what Thornton was brought in as a rookie to be able to do, is make plays downfield. He's up against Riley Moss. Over that out.
Shepard had the step. He's going to run a little double move. Shake him there. Davis falls for it, but he needed to take that angle higher.
Harrison, because the boot and all the action is going across the field, and Jalen Waddle sells that and then puts his foot in the
back to work upfield, and then you just the inside route right here by McMillan on the dig, catches the ball in the middle of the football field.
Well, you see Devontae Smith, he's able to get Nixon turned. Nixon's one to jump on it, but the threat of him going by him is what created the separation.
Press man, that's what we've come to see of this defense, and Terrion Arnold plays that very well. Looks back at the football. I know the fans are looking for a pass interference, but he's playing the football out.
Just such a disadvantageous position for a safety. No fear throw.
17 yards on Washington, first down.
And one thing about Chosen is that he has speed, and the corners
was right with him until he zoomed past him with the football.
Yeah, we call this stutter go. Watch him. Just stutter and then take off, and that's great coverage, but you can see little hand fighting right there.
I just got through talking about play action pass. Timed up perfectly with this call. Getting one-on-one on the outside because of the pressure.
It would be a 59-yard field goal try from here, and the offense stays out there. Quinyon Mitchell, he is underneath this route, and there was nowhere.
Right there, outside on one-on-one with Green. A short under route with those strong hands.
To the quarterback, making a big-time play, and he does. Hollins does a great job in this route, stressing it vertically. But what Drake stares down the barrel, and watch. McCollum's just looking in the backfield. Doesn't expect you just to turn and throw.
Just a really nice job by Zay Flowers here on the outside. Watch him let the ball go by and kind of pulls it back.
That's their second here in the first half. And this one comes back to what I think about Keon Coleman.
It's for the interception. He's going to come off the right side of your screen, and look at him undercut this route. And then one-handed, beautiful interception by one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL.
There was a lot of contact, and you said it, Andrew, right at the top of the screen, and Keon Coleman's looking here. He goes to turn the shoulder the other way, and
the eyes of the defender stay in the backfield instead of sticking to Dalton Schultz.
Has to throw. It's not a wheel route. This is called a sail route, and there's just no way for Gifford.
This all just starts with the protection because Caleb Williams is trying to work to the other side of the field. This big dig route, it's on the backs.
Jordan McGee, there's Jahmyr Gibbs, and then he's just going to run an angle route on the linebacker. There's no help for him at all. Splits him easily. Jared Goff was salivating.
A lot of eye candy. Jennings in and out. It's end up max blitz. No help on the inside part of the field for Williams.
Here he is at the bottom. You're going to see the coverage. I mean, he's just stuck right on him. Definitely
into this game sooner than later.
And you wondered who would draw the man-to-man battle without having Patrick Surtain, and it's the rookie, Jahdae Barron, who
does a great job with his eyes and off coverage. Reading the drop of the quarterback. He breaks before London gets out of his route.
For 6 yards.
Yeah, and again, I think with this coverage, he's probably expecting Sutton to kind of continue to work down.
And really, what the best thing about this opening drive has been for J.J. MacArthur, he has taken what the defense has given him, and now you got to play dialed up. What did we say at the top? Trust.
Maxwell Harrison, the rookie out of Kentucky, he's been the guy following Waddle all around the field.
Extremely tight coverage, but the ball is put where only Schultz can get it, and he goes up and grabs it. They say throw the ball low on the goal line and high on the end line.
Going into the locker room, and now Ethan Bonner enters in the lineup, and we've watched Prince and Coleman go at it all afternoon. Charles, you said it.
To try and crush that confidence early. He's just all over this route. It's going to be a timing route where Davis Mills hits his back foot and gets it out. But just a beautiful job. This ball out before Nico Collins even turns his head. He said he has comfortability with him. It shows up time and time again. As
this is fantastic. Most young cornerbacks don't do this. They want to run with their back turned and then try and strip it away. Watch him turn his head right there, find the ball, and get it out.
He's been a little uneven in his play, getting the start today and playing well.
Well, just trying to throw a contested.
And now Chicago gets to do what this defense does best.
It's just going to be lined up to the outside, and with that quick play fake in the backfield, it draws the linebackers that underneath coverage up.
You're going to see Amon-Ra going in motion and then running a streak down the field. Jonathan Jones is in place for Marshawn Lattimore, who's out with an ACL tear. He is feeling.
Here's a look at that touchdown, and a really nice job by Devontae Smith. He gets up the field. Now, this is a little bit unfair. He's one-on-one on the safety, Evan Williams, and it's a ball that's just a slightly underthrown, but yet.
Cut by Nacua from the inside, plants, and then just gets up in the air. They have great chemistry. All over him is an understatement. Works up, tries to get outside of him, and another dive.
Where this ball is going to go, they're going to try and throw it right in here, right behind the linebacker.
41-yard connection.
And what you like is Jalen Lane. He's been having to fill in for the injuries. The fourth-round pick. Love the deep ball. Just keep running it until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, they're going to keep running it. Different formation, same route, and look at the speed. As soon as he gets it, he turns on the burners, outruns everyone he's able
to get McManus into field goal range. No, I don't know. I don't know what the thinking was as he comes off. Here's the grab. Cooper Jean at the bottom, but at the top of the route, there was contact as well with Ken. Opportunity as well. You got Wicks who's coming across. They hit this earlier, and then Christian Watson is coming underneath that. Got a chance, really, for both those guys. You know, could have been a little bit of an easier throw to make a catch. Just got to throw it all the way to the other side of the field. Instead, he leaks him up the field, but if he throws it more towards the boundary, then Christian Watson with his.
It's just a sizzler. I mean, there's no room to throw that ball. There's just nowhere to throw that ball. He just threw it anyway, and it just sizzled right by Brandon Eccles, who was in perfect position. Somehow McConkey holds on.
Illegal formation. Yeah, he had a chance for Dobbs here again on the dig route, but what happened is he was working underneath, and Malik Heath and Josh Jacobs,
You're going to have opportunities to come in here. There's going to be space. You can see the Chargers ended up making a mistake on that one. Everybody jumped the player in the flat.
Because this is a heck of a route by Devontae Smith, one-on-one, and he gets the separation, but Hurts just unable to really. You're going to see him come from the right side of the screen, and Keyshawn Nixon is beat on the route, and yet here he comes. He dives in and lays out and makes a play on the football. Really good job. I thought initially Hurts was going to try the secondary in general. I especially like these safeties. You can see what Jalen Hurts was kind of looking at, just nowhere to go with the football. They're trying to move the pocket, didn't fool the Packers. They're locked up, and this is the one thing when you look at the Philadelphia Eagles. See Carrington here, as you talked about, and he's sitting on the route, and this pass rush is so good.
Here we go. Vidal is going to have the pick up here on the outside to give enough time to get this ball off, and that's just one that you want Quentin Johnson. And it has been against Eccles. Watch the move to the outside. He's a big physical guy. And it was a pump fake first and then a late throw. And Pierre really should have had an opportunity to get that one. Finley is the guy that is going to end up making this play. as you get here, spin underneath there and force that high throw. Good coverage, made him throw it almost perfectly, and it sailed. So a couple of high ones out here tonight, and finally got caught on that one. Yeah, and here was another opportunity for the Chargers, because this should have been a back shoulder, easy answer, low line drive. 300 pounds of man running down the middle of the field, and we always think about in terms
and set the Chargers franchise all-time receptions record.
And my favorite part is going to be when Keenan Allen is much older and telling the story. Some little grandchild of his is going to say, "Oh yeah, Grandpa, how far was that pass?" That was about a foot and a half. But congratulations, what a tremendous player Keenan Allen has been throughout the course.
I can tell you that ball is hard as a rock. It's slick. It's cold.
This is going to be a back shoulder fade as he's working to the corner.
The switch release, they call that, makes a little contact. And because he makes contact, he doesn't have a lot of momentum coming out of his break. But
you see right here, here's Theo Johnson. Lined up C.J. Gardner-Johnson, the new addition here in the secondary, playing
the route recognition. Everybody knew there was going to be in-breaking routes.
And look at his head come back. Right here. That's just good.
Just a great effort there by Brisker. They teach the defenders, you got to fight all the way through.
That's spectacular. Nice catch, Deebo Samuel. Yeah, just playing the ball. Bam! Throws him down. That is Williams, and you just, as I mentioned, watch the tempo. He's going, and then now that burst as he breaks back inside doesn't allow for, looks like Darnell Savage.
Right up that right seam, you'll see Harrison come into view.
Let's take a look at Ertz going up and over. Thomas Harper gets that catch. What a nice catch by Ertz. Thomas Harper is in.
Well, and that's always the question of how you defend a tight end like McBride, right? Do you put a linebacker? Most teams don't. You put
simulate a blitz. Stafford quick snaps him. The whole defense is running out of there, and then it's just wild.
Take a look at McBride working up the field. Good coverage.
I mean, it's almost unfair that you have man coverage on one of the fastest wide receivers in the game, and then you get bumped into by your own man. There's no way you're going to catch.
Good defensive play right there, and not.
It's been open for quite a while. Here's Bourne. What a pickup this offseason. Kind of coming in early in the year, finding the space.
You know that is his guy. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes inside, splits the two, gets the easy.
This is a heck of a catch.
It is.
Look at that.
Put it back shoulder. Let's see if he secures it. 2 feet are down.
Probably more than anybody else in the secondary, Forbes, and going to his third down target, Jennings. Probably got to make that.
In his pass defense.
Well, you need to come up and make some hits if you're in this secondary.
Be really good on the run, accurate, pushing the ball downfield. Theo Johnson, great job. You can see that right foot. Trying to catch my breath.
I appreciate it, but
just look at this ball. So they teach quarterbacks, especially the big body tight ends down the middle of the field, throw the ball at the back of the head.
Commanders go 3 and out on their opening possession.
Just take a look at the coverage. They fall back in zone. Known for playing a lot of man, and then Amik Robertson, he goes in, and that's the perfect plaster. That's
when you have a chance to talk to Ben Johnson and some of the top play callers around the league.
Football. Zach Ertz is in slot. He's going to run right between, frankly, everybody, between the line.
This past offseason from Atlanta, and it just kind of throws off the timing instead of being able to hand that ball off.
This throw back across the body. Great. Yeah, this is a great job. Watch him. He's going to eye Aaron Jones coming out here. He's going to read him. Then he gets his eyes back on J.J. McCarthy and sees that he's coming inside to Jordan Addison on the in, coming right behind him. Reads the eyes of the quarterback, adjusts to make.
Just a great job by Davis Mills with the back shoulder fade. He sees that they've got Newsome turned up.
I mean, you want to talk about straight courage and understanding. Hey, you didn't stack on that little rail route.
It's well done. Good location with the throw by J.J. McCarthy. Gives his receiver an opportunity to make a play on the ball. That's where he went last.
High pointing the football, going up, catching it at his highest point. And sticky coverage from Smith. Runs the route right with him. 11 on 11. There. Great defense by Wingard there just
in his last 3.
What was so good about this throw is Josh lets this ball go before Kincaid.
And you're trying to run a rub. Watch these two defenders switch it. I'm going to stay inside. You're going to go outside. So don't go with your man back to the inside.
Came as an outside corner, which is what he played at Florida. During camp, they moved him into the nickel.
Al-Shaair in coverage here, and Trammell just does a great job looking like he's going to run it out and cutting.
Here they are on the outside again, matched one-on-one, going to the inside and back outside.
Tre'Davious White coming out. Now it's Dane Jackson. He's the cornerback at the top. Poyer's the safety in the middle.
This is a great route. Watch the route by Justin Jefferson at the top of the screen. It's going to be post, corner, post. Now you're back to the inside. And that
is Cole Bishop, number 24. And I don't know that there's a safety in the NFL that's playing with the confidence that Cole Bishop is playing with right now.
But Jacksonville very much in business after the 9-yard completion.
This is another great route. He sticks his foot
on Jalen Waddle. So whenever you start doubling guys, everyone else on the team has to make their play with their one-on-one matchup. You see Hall's on the outside running an in cut, but as Josh Allen buys time, does a really good job of getting back into the vision of the quarterback.
Horn falls down as Johnson is coming off this thing to get out to the corner here. Watch him as he goes down. You see J.C. Horn slip, fall down. Nobody out there to stop. Bad blitz design. You're going to get your outside guy here bringing this edge presence, but it's so late, right? I mean, you don't even have to worry about it getting there. It's so late off the edge. Blitz is all about timing, and if you're that late, it doesn't matter if you bring pressure.
Back at Hard Rock Stadium with the Miami Dolphins up 16-0. This last interception by Josh Allen, no separation by Dawson Knox, and I think it was a miscommunication.
Route, right? They're going to run this off and then run Coker on the outside, clear some space, get the free release, and that's what we talked about. If they're going to give you access out.
Or if you're Zay Flowers, you can do both. You can get yards and you can get back out of bounds. Just finding that soft spot in the middle. You can see those linebackers being held, and a lot of times that's being.
And you're going to see him here. Going to run him on the hook. They're going to pause him here, clear out back behind him, and then they're going to turn him on the wheel. Nice job against Pratt. But a great job by the long wide receiver Pierce to reach back and make the catch. To hold just a little bit. Little pull there in the quarters coverage, and you go up over the top to Alec.
Comes up with a big play.
And a great move at the line of scrimmage here to get the separation. And Michael Penix is going to want this one back. He just leads
his defense.
Well, and smart move to be able to send the motion and make sure they're all on the same page, especially Sauce, who just got here. But
incredible throws in the fourth quarter that are just off the charts. This just added.
It almost looked like the same play that they ran to Sills on the previous drive. Push up, find that window inside. Really good process by Michael Penix. He starts to his left-hand side, doesn't like it, comes back, and you see the anticipation.
Hit as well, yeah.
Gonzalez right in between both. Whew. He digs out people's safeties, but he's also this big body. Not a ton of fundamentally sound defense there. And what a play.
He's trying to hit Diggs.
Great job by David to pop out. Diggs just needed to continue on his route right there. Diggs wanted the ball earlier, but David popped out, and this is a dime right in the middle right here. Deep in route. He had multiple guys open. Beats great defense. Baker Mayfield extending the play, throwing a dime on the corner. He was covered. Really hard to stop a wide side of the field out route. Most guys don't throw that. What I was talking about, you're putting your young quarterback in harm's way. When I say that, I mean bubble screens, he can tackle, and he's getting better and better. But he's solidified that position for them.
Get Robinson the ball in space. Drake London is responsible to go out and block the corner. He's a little bit of a hesitation, push up the field first, and Blackman does a great job of attacking. Rooney's going to motion to the outside. Started to go forward a little bit right there. Could have been a penalty, but see some separation with that little push. You can say, it looked like it was a little bit off by Michael Penix, but I think it was a perfect throw. There's color coming from the inside.
This is a gorgeous throw by Gabriel, and I love how Jerry Jeudy works back to the football.
All the way to the end zone, and Michael Penix told us this is his favorite route to throw, the deep over off of the play fake. You see Kyle Pitts here. Got a couple steps, and he's got room to go.
It's so complete. It's incomplete.
Yeah.
That could be the difference in this game, though. Both quarterbacks, Baker's getting into a rhythm right now. Mayfield's right there in the middle, and boy, is he a great football player. I mean, watching him, watch Winfield right there. He's a middle safety, and he knows no one is threatening him on the outside.
A little bit different flavor in this offense, some misdirection. You know, that last play, well, first they took the shot to Tillman.